This guy writes this post, I think I might be starting to fall in love. So he's 18. Let's see if he's rushing into this too quickly. In his post here, he says, yeah, I'm 18, work part-time as an elementary school librarian for the past almost 2 weeks now. There's been a new girl in town. 2 weeks. Now he's feeling like he's in love, but you'll see this pattern. It's like guys, especially like with beautiful women or whatever, they'll start like picturing their whole lives together. They'll just be basically fall in love or really attracted to a woman super quickly. And women aren't always like this. It's like most of the cases, like women really, it takes a longer process for them to really commit to their emotion, like their love emotion, or at least being like interested in taking it further. It's like, but if you rush in too quickly and from a guy's perspective and act on these quick feelings, it's going to freak her out and it's not going to work. Let's continue on. About my age, it's talking about the girl, doing volunteer work at the school, AFAIK. She just goes around looking for people who need help and doing things with them, which is basically what I did the first few weeks I worked there. One day she came in and asked if I needed any help while I didn't have a class visiting, and I just let her hang out and talk story for like half an hour. We hit it off pretty good, and now she's come and hangs out with me almost every day. Okay, well, you got proximity. Let me tell you, she's been nice to have around. Okay. Told me good there, okay. She's always got a pretty smile on her face and seems to like hanging around me. Plus, we have a lot in common as far as our interests. Yeah, I mean, you want to pick somebody who has interests in common, values in common, likes the same things, because it can just be easier to be, natural or just have fun with the other person. So there's plenty of us to talk about. And to top it all off, she's really pretty, and she has the cutest smile when I'm around her. There's also been a couple days where I've come in and found a bowl of chocolate chip cookies with a card from her and with hearts on it on my desk. I think that's sweet. Yeah, I would take that as a sign if she's especially giving you like heart notes. I would take that as a sign to make a move, ask her out on a date, or at least get her number. Be direct, decisive. Don't be like, maybe do you think you might want to go out and date with me? Eliminate all that. It's like be direct to the point. Hey, I know this great place. What days are you free for dinner? Or I'd love to take you out to dinner sometime. What days you're free? Or what's your schedule availability like this week for some dinner? Or hey, let me get your number. Get to that point, to get to the outcome in as few steps as possible. Have a plan, and then once she gives you a day, then you set a location and a time, lock it in, and then you're good to go. Just have fun on the date, and then just basically eliminate all the unnecessary things like, hey, what are you doing? Like texts and how's it going texts and like unnecessary things. It's like once you get the outcome or the commitment to the date, it's like you just show up on the date and have fun on the date. Make it simple, make it fun. Anyway, yesterday I asked her if she wanted to go out on a date this Saturday. Awesome. And she said yes. Great, man. Excellent. I'm going to pick her up around lunchtime and take her down to the beach to hang out and spend the day over there. Okay, cool. Sometimes those are good dates because it's like if you can take her to a beach, usually you stop at like a couple different stores. Maybe you get some ice cream, maybe you get some coffee, maybe you look at like some like gift shops or whatever, but you're going to these multiple locations and it can really create a fun experience. And then also when you go to those multiple locations and then maybe you finish at the beach, you have the opportunity to really initiate physical contact. So it's like if you two you're walking on the beach, it's like that's really when you'll notice things like if she's interested in you, she'll start to like bump into you or like brush your hand when you're walking. And those are clues and signs and signals and invitations to really make a move. And because she's already broken that physical contact, that's when you hold her hand, that's when you kiss her, whatever the situation calls for. But it's like that can be a good to like end with something like physical, like you can walk on a beach or whatever it is. It can be really beneficial to breaking that ice and the physical contact. I've never felt this way about any other girl in my life. Okay, now you got to take it a little easy. You got on one date. It went great, probably. Or you haven't even gone on a date yet. Maybe he hasn't even got on a date yet. I think I might be starting to fall in love. Uh-oh, dude. He's probably going to learn a lesson if he doesn't correct or really pace himself in this, expressing this to her. Because what's going to happen if he asks her out and then he says, I think I love you, like for day one, she's going to be like, she's not going to know how to understand that, how he's going that quickly. And chances are she's going to back off because it's going to freak her out. I know it's probably a little too early to say that, but that's honestly how I feel. Yeah, don't say it, dude. And I have a hunch that she feels the same way. Yeah, she might be really attracted to you, but just be careful on like that intense of emotion, because just understand that women don't really go that fast. Only time will tell, though. I'm not in no rush here. Well, right now I'm just hoping that this first date goes well. Yeah, focus on just having fun on the first date and let her bring up her emotions to you before you bring them up to her, because that way it goes at a slower pace and a pace that's really, I guess you could say, like appropriate for the situation. There's even a term. It's called like love bombing. It's like when you dump you say, oh, I love you, or just basically put way too much effort with all these gifts, basically to show how much you like her from the start. And then when women get love bombed, it just freaks them out. So it's like, it happens so often that now they have like a name for it or whatever. But just be aware of that. Go at a much slower pace. Again, just let her bring up those types of things like feelings and being like exclusive and things like that. Just let her bring those up, and then you be direct, decisive, and decide what you want to do, or decide like, hey, what you want to tell her or what you want to feel. But the decision kind of in regards to being exclusive in that situation. But I would say, good job. I mean, you're really taking action on this, and it's like you recognize the signals. She made it really easy for you to set a date with that hearts and cookies and seeing you every day and smiling and laughing and having a good time around you. And you capitalized on that. You made a move. You had the guts to ask her out in person, which not a lot of people do. So it's like, I guess I could just like acknowledge that in you, and that's a great thing. And good luck, man. Don't rush in too fast, and just have a good time. Give her that space, but also just have that really presence when you're with her.